Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Denny and today I am here with a haul. Who loves hauls? This girl. So I went shopping to a couple different places, mainly Ulta. I have a little box here that was shipped to me because they didn't have the products in store, but I also have a bag, and this is Ulta and stuff that I got at CVS. So let's just jump in. I'm gonna start with the stuff that's inside the actual bag first, just because I've been actually using some of these products and I've been testing them out. So the first product that I am going to talk about is a ModelsOwn palette that I picked up at Ulta. Now I don't have the box that this came in because I purchased it and I just started using it. They usually all come in this same type of case, and this is the Supernatural palette. These are the shades right here. I'm going just to turn it so that you can see what these shades are. And it's a very neutral palette, but it has a beautiful green shadow that actually kind of drew me into getting this palette. I'm going to be swatching Celestial, Mystery, and Paranormal. I think this one is the first three shades right there. Alright, I'm just going to swatch them right here on my hand so that you can see. And there is the pigmentation on those three colors. I will say you do have to use some type of either concealer or a primer on your eyes before you use them, because they tend to not have as much pigmentation on their own if you don't set them on top of something. I did notice that wet, they kind of work a lot better as well. So I don't know if that's part of their formula or what, but I do like this palette and I have been using it plenty. Now the next item that I did pick up was another item from the same ModelsOwn collection, and this is the Celestial Eye Shadow Palette. It was actually in the clearance section for $8.99, as it says here, from, I believe they're like $17.99, and the same as the Supernatural palette. And like I mentioned before, they come with the white packaging, and the only thing that's different is the name. So Celestial palette, and this one I kind of just picked up because it was cheaper, but not because I really needed it. But this right here is that palette, and it comes with a brush. The other one did too. Very soft palette, and it does have a beautiful silver color here and a beautiful gold color, which I'm going to swatch those as well. Allure is the gold one and Dove is the silver one, and just for giggles I'm gonna do Charming, which is a brown color. So those are the three, and I'm going to go ahead and swatch them on my hand, and there you go. So that's the gold, the silver, and this is like a bronzy type color. And I would say the same thing about this palette. It does need a little primer under it, but for the most part I think they are beautiful palettes, and I'm just testing them out. So I purchased them for testing and seeing if it was another brand that I would really be into. I really haven't heard a lot of buzz about ModelsOwn. I think it's a UK brand. Yes, it is a UK brand. So it's new to the States when it comes to like bloggers and things like that, and I just wanted to just show you some of their items. This is a very palette heavy haul because I just went ham on palettes. I love eyeshadow palettes and I just couldn't help myself. So I noticed that Ulta had Revolution brand palettes. There were two new ones that I saw on display, and I ended up picking up both of them. One was the Dead or Alive, and the other one is called Give Them Darkness. So these are two darker palettes. I'm gonna start with the Dead or Alive palette. Now it has this beautiful black sleek packaging, and it has the name only on the back. And again, they have a really nice mirror as well, but I'm going to block that so that I can show you the colors. Now this one has a lot of browns, a lot of neutral colors, but it is a darker palette. It comes with a little sponge thing, which I will never use. But I'm gonna go ahead and swatch some of these. Let's go with this guy right here. Let's go with, they don't really have names on here. It's just like a basic palette. And you know what, I'll do that gray one too. So I just swatched 3 colors, and I'm going to go ahead right here, and those are those colors. Now, I'm not familiar with Makeup Revolution's eyeshadow palettes as much as I am with other eyeshadow palettes, but I saw this and I just couldn't help myself. They were under $10, and I was like, you know what, if they're not good, then you know what, I can always return them, or you know, gift them to someone that would actually enjoy them. This palette was the one that I actually did my eyes with today, and I use a couple of different colors in this palette, mainly the neutral colors and some of these, the blue that's there, just like some of these odd taupey colors. So that's what I used to do the eye look that I have on today, and that was me testing it out. Now this other palette, the Give Them Darkness palette, is a very dark palette. It has a lot of dark shades. There's purples, there's blues, there's greens, and it's just really smoky eye look type of palette. So I would say, you know, this is definitely for the fall, and I don't have any palettes that kind of look like this, so I just wanted to get it. Now I'm going to go ahead and swatch this emerald color on the end. I'm going to swatch the purple that's here, and I think I'm going to swatch this blue because it just looks kind of funky. Those are those 3 colors that are right there. So I'm going to swatch those 3 colors right here for you guys, and wow. Okay, so it kind of skipped right there. They're very dark, and this one I can tell has a little fallout dust coming off of it, or I either like swatched it really hard with my finger or something like that. But those are those 3 colors. Definitely not my comfort zone type of colors, but that was the whole idea, to try something that I have not been trying and give you guys something a little bit different on my channel than what I usually do. Next item is not as new. It's something that came out a while ago, but it's new to my channel. It's the CoverGirl's True Naked Jewels palette, which is the one that had all of the I guess jewel tone shades. You have the royal purple, the blue, the green, gold, and it was just calling out to me. I used to use CoverGirl eyeshadows back in the day a lot. They were one of my go-to type of eyeshadows. So I picked this guy up and I actually used it a couple of times, and I really like the purple in here. I know that you can get a lot of different very fun looks, and I think this is like really great for party type looks, and the holidays are right around the corner. This just goes really well with what I want to do for the holidays. Now the next product is somewhat new because I don't think it's been in the market very long, and it is the City Minis Shayla palette. I saw it at CVS and I just wanted to get it. I'm trying to open this so that I can show it to you guys. The City Mini palette looks like this. It's a smaller version to their normal palettes, and it's very simple packaging, and it is a very small palette. Truthfully, I don't know why these cost $10, because I feel like this is, even though it's a mini palette and it has 6 different shades, I feel that we are paying for a lot less product. Like this has a divot here, which you could see how much product is actually in here, and the pans look really like shallow. So I've never swatched it. I have not tried them. I am familiar with their regular palettes, and I know their formula was a little off back then on some of the nude palettes. I know by the time it got to the rose palette, the pigmentation was definitely not there on those palettes, but I have not swatched this and I have not tried it. And I think I am just gonna go ahead and dig in. I'm gonna try to see what this gold looks like, what this brown looks like, and what this rosy tone color looks like. Now on the fingers it swatches nicely, but I've noticed that with Maybelline products they swatch really nicely, but they don't do the same thing with brushes. Now these are the swatches right here, and I mean, I feel like they're pretty good, with the exception of this one. It kind of looks a little dusty, but they do look nice, and I feel like this is going to be a nice palette to do some fun looks with, and I'm just going to give them a try. I might do a video on a first impression on this Shayla palette. Next two items that I picked up from the drugstore were pencils by NYX. They're lip pencils, and I just picked up two different shades. I got Prune, and this one right here is Cabaret. So they are very fall looking, and I just can't wait to break these open and try them on. I might as well just open them and give them a swatch since I'm here, right? So this is the Cabaret one that I am putting on here. That right there is my swatch. It does look really beautiful. It kind of looks like a brick red once it's on here. I don't know if it's going to transfer onto the camera, but it's definitely a very beautiful color. So now this is the Prune color. I'm just going to swatch it there. Oh, that is really pretty. It is a deep purple. Perfect for the fall. Like I mentioned before, it kind of matches my nails. So I got those two, and then I also picked up another one of the Better Skin Maybelline concealer sticks, which are one of my favorite products to use for under eye, and the one that I have in my drawer is actually running low, so I just figured I would pick up another one. So the time has come for this box right here. I'm gonna go ahead and open this box up. I love getting packages in the mail. Who else loves getting packages in the mail? Ooh, okay. I got a few samples in here too that I was not expecting. Nice. Let me put this down here. Okay, so what I purchased online was the peanut butter palette. It was one that I wanted for quite a while, and well, they put it on sale. It was $20. I think it's still on sale right now. So I ended up picking it up online, and I already swatched this guy before. I've seen it dozens of times. I can't remember if it smells like peanut butter or not. Oh, this is pretty. It has a mirror as well. I've seen it straight out of the box. I've always seen it on the display, and people have touched it and done a bunch of things to it, but I wanted this peanut butter palette for a while, like I mentioned, and mainly because of that jelly color. Do you see that jelly? My good friend Aisha wanted me to tell her if it really did smell like peanut butter. She doesn't like peanut butter, and to be honest, I don't smell peanut butter. I just smell chocolate. It smells like chocolate to me. Am I wrong? Does anybody else feel like this smells like chocolate and not like peanut butter? But it does smell delicious. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Maybe it does. Okay, so I take that back. It does smell a little bit like peanut butter, but it's not overwhelming. So that was this guy that I really wanted to get. So when I made that purchase, they actually were giving the Laura Geller Diamond Dust highlighter, so I went ahead and put that in my cart as well. I've never tried this out, so I'm gonna like swatch this gently. Oh, it's iridescent. I don't know how I'm gonna like that. So it's one of those whites that turns into like a pink color, which I don't really prefer. And I mean, it was free. I don't know if you're seeing what's happening there. So it shifted to a pink, and this kind of doesn't look really good on my skin tone since I have a lot of pink already in my skin. I never go for highlighters that are pink, but I possibly could use it as an eyeshadow or an eyeshadow topper. The other thing that I see in here is some more samples. It looks like they gave me a sample of the Perversion mascara by Urban Decay, and it looks like there's two little Becca samplets of some blush and contour in this little bag. I'm not going to open that. And then Clinique, they gave us a little, what is this guy? A card with post-workout mattifying moisture, hydrant mattifying post-effort. What is this? Clinique Fit, so it's something you would put on when you're working out. Not too sure about this guy. So those were all of the products that I picked up in my haul, and I hope that you're enjoying seeing what I picked up. I actually have some more things that I will be picking up this week, and I also want to put together a few different videos for you guys. I'm trying to figure out what type of videos I want to make for you guys. I know that I was discussing with my friend Aisha that I wanted to make a video on like a project pan where I take an eyeshadow palette and I try to use it until I hit pan, and I want to try to like use a whole palette up. So that's one of the projects that I think I have that I want to put together for the future. If you are liking what you're seeing, go ahead and click that like. Also, I noticed that people don't see my videos unless you're clicked on with that notification bell. So go ahead and click the notification bell if you want to know when I'm uploading. So also go ahead and subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my channel. And as always, from my house to yours, love ya.